You know, someone even asked me today on the real estate webinar how I go about trading in the mornings. What do I do? My schedule, and that's actually not what this video is going to be about. I'm going to talk about that a little bit, show you guys what I'm doing, but my routine led me to be looking right now at the stock market and what we got coming up in November, and even in general, just this next week. You guys saw my video. I'm seeing how this blackout period is going to come into play the 15th, but I was just doing my routine. I'm looking through the schedule for next week, and even then I was like, I'm just going to post this video right now, put it up at night. Never done that really before, but it's weird. We got a lot of stuff going on. I want to talk about some of that. You guys kind of see how I'm getting ready for Monday, but there's just a lot of stuff we have kind of, you know, it's making me nervous coming into just the period we're at with the market and what we're all kind of expecting, because there's so much different data points we have. So I'll start right now. Federal interest rate decision, Federal Reserve, that's going to happen on Thursday, and I need to look into what people are expecting and all that stuff. But I think for the most part, people don't want something to, they don't want them to raise. I'm kind of expecting it. But the thing before that, the day before, we get China import-export numbers. And now tomorrow, China's Xi Jinping is going to be speaking. He has some speech. So I'm sure we'll get some headline and how they relate that to trade or so on and so forth, and Trump and all that. Those GDP numbers, retail, we're going to get retail from Europe to the US, the Red Book and all that. But what else? There's one more thing that caught my eye. And it just came out, actually, one thing, the Chinese manufacturing numbers. I might make a video on that. That's just a big macro data point that, you know, it has a certain weighting of it, but pretty much any number printing below 50 on a PMI is usually a sign of a contraction. So they missed their manufacturing PMI, and it's just a hair above that contraction point. So again, more negative data out of China. That's why I'm worried about Thursday. And all in all, you know, I guess what I'll even say, I think this week, if it goes great and bounces, there's gonna, you know, shorter term options will be great, even those Novembers and Decembers. But if this week does kind of, you know, we get a lot of up and down, this could be killer for options, for buying. It might be better to sell options in this environment. Now, be careful with that, because if anything does fall through, we test some of these low points. If we end up going down, or if you sell calls and the market just rips out of nowhere, we get some stupid piece of good news, then the whole story changes. So you got to be careful, and I think this week is going to be a mind fuck. I think that's the best way to put it. You guys got to be smart, but this is the data I'm looking for. Don't focus on it too much. I'm saying keep your eye on it, because, you know, it's easy to get caught up with macro data, to like be looking at it and thinking, okay, this is gonna hit, this is gonna happen, or this, but then it's a matter of time, and it doesn't always just happen. So that's the case. And, you know, this is what I'm doing now. I'm just going, I'm even have the calendar up here. This is tradingeconomics.com. You guys have seen me use this a few times. I just go to the calendar. I like to look at it. You know, someone asked me, I look at the currencies. I'm gonna go to CNBC. I like sites like Zero Hedge. It's kind of a weird site. I know some people don't like it. I'll just check Twitter accounts all the way down to just my basic news, CNN Money, CNBC, and see what we got in the morning, because usually nothing really changes too much. We have earnings, and as far as earnings are going for November, we're got past the big ones. There's still, you know, a couple good ones that you're gonna be able to find in there. I had some nice plays. I got to kill the Starbucks trade. If you guys followed me on Instagram, you saw I did like, I think like 30 cents to like $2.30 on those options. That was a cool play. That one, you know, they were showing great strength throughout the whole drop. But you could take a look, you know, there's still gonna be plays for earnings. So I think that's gonna be good. People are now kind of cooling off after tech, but keep your eye out for an opportunity. You might be able to find it there. And I'll make another video talking about some of the earnings that I'm looking at, but be prepared for it to wrap up. The buybacks are gonna come back in, and, you know, we're gonna see. I think this, but like I said, interest rate decision, that, and then I'm gonna be scanning pretty much the rest of the night here. not really too long. I'm gonna go to bed, wake up in the morning, we'll see what that Chinese speech does and everything else, and then just go from there. So I'm excited. Be careful. I think, again, I just wanted to say we have a lot happening. I think this week is just going to be very interesting. I think if that's any way I could define it. Crucial, I think, also how we're going to move forward, and what I mean by that is that could affect, you know, options volatility, options pricing, what people are expecting, so on and so forth. So that's it. You have anything to add, Remy?
No.
Nah? You ain't about it? What are you gonna trade with me in the morning, or are you gonna stay asleep? You want me to wake you up?
Yeah, trade it up.
Are you sure? You don't have to, but I like to trade by myself in the morning.
No.
I like to just, you know, I open the windows, I enjoy the view.
I want to see what I'm on.
Yeah, man, are you already looking for your flight home? You trying to go to ATL?
No,
Look at this guy. He said, get me out of here. Get me out of here, Josh Yances. Damn, that's cold, bro. All right, man, well, you guys see. I hope the market's not like Remy and just that unenthusiastic come tomorrow. I love you guys. Stay in school. Subscribe. Let me know what you guys are looking at tomorrow. I'd love to get your guys' thoughts on that. So let me know if you have questions too. I'm sure you guys have gotten some good ones, like the midterm one, and yeah, I think there's a lot of questions that could be asked here. So give me some good ones. I'd love to answer them. We could talk about it, and yeah, good luck.